What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Good afternoon. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm waiting for some people to come in here, and then we're going to get moving forward. Danielle Smith comes out with a huge announcement for Albertan families this afternoon. And if you didn't catch it, we're going to put it there for you this afternoon so you can take a gander at it. Then we're going to talk a little bit about it. If you're in the live, thank you for being here. If you're watching the replay, thank you for being here as well. Like everything I do, please follow along, share along, and if you'd like to, subscribe as well. If you're on Facebook, it's pinned in the comments. Instagram, it should be up somewhere else, and I don't know where it is anywhere else. So, but make sure you follow around. I appreciate it. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. Let's bring it up on screen, and then we'll go from there.
It is introducing Bill 9. Bill 9 will invoke the Canadian Charter's notwithstanding clause to amend and uphold three critical pieces of legislation without further court delay or uncertainty. We have a responsibility to provide clarity, a responsibility to protect all children and youth, and a responsibility to give parents, not institutions or courts, the primary role in life-changing decisions about their children. This government does not turn to the notwithstanding clause unless the stakes warrant it. And in this case, the stakes could not be higher. This legislation is not about denying care. We cannot and will not take the risk of a child undergoing medical, hormonal, or surgical interventions that could permanently limit or eliminate the choices they may want to make as an adult. We want every young Albertan to receive the mental health supports, the compassion, and the guidance that they need at home, at school, and in their communities. Before I wrap up, I do want to speak directly to young Albertans who are navigating what their identity means through the already difficult process of growing up. You deserve dignity, understanding, and support. You belong in Alberta. We firmly believe that. We also believe it's our duty to protect you. This legislation is about your future, so when the time comes, you have every opportunity to make the adult decisions that are rightfully yours, and yours alone.
And that was the snippet, right? Like that's the snippet. We could go in if you want to watch the larger version. It's all over social media for total announcement. But that's truly what that is, ladies and gentlemen, is Danielle Smith is protecting children and families. You know, for far too long, and I probably reported on this at least, 2 to 3 years ago now, where it was clear as mud and clear as day, as special interest groups, including the education system, were trying to take rights away from the parents. And they were using these children. They're using them to push their own sick agendas. And I'm going to be clear, it's not the child's fault. It's not the kid's fault. And in some of these cases, it's not the parents' fault, because the parents are so busy nowadays paying the bills, working 2-3 jobs. They have their own stresses. And I'm not saying, don't take time for your kids, but society has literally made it that to burn parents out. It's no excuse, like I said, but parents need supports as well. When you send your child off to school in the morning, the last thing you're going to think about is that somebody in that institution is calling your child, and letting them know that they're born in the wrong body. I literally, back in the 90s would have never thought that would ever be a thing, right? And that's how they get us, because when I went to school, that stuff didn't happen. So the last is, now I've grown up and I have children and they're going to school. The last thing I think is going to happen is an educator is going to say, "Hey, little Timmy, maybe you are gay. Hey, little Timmy, maybe you are born in the wrong body. Maybe you're a girl." And you know what, lefties, because I know you guys have been watching me like crazy lately. So hi, I want to say hi to you guys. We're on to you. And if you don't know by now that parents are sick and tired of your bullshit, well, I'm here to tell you for about the 19th time in the past 48 hours, parents are sick and tired of your bullshit. We really are. It's come to a head, right? It's literally come to a head where conservatism can only do so much. And it's the conservatives that are standing up for children. It's the liberals and the NDP that are using children as political pawns in their little sick game that they like to play. And we've seen it out of MLAs. You have MLAs like Janice Irwin, who literally makes her whole identity about who she's attracted to. Her whole identity. Almost every single video, it's a rainbow this. It's got something to do with lesbian. That have you seen her with that gay teacher? What's that gay? What's that name? The name of that teacher? Man, I couldn't stand her before she got political. She's that one that dresses like a 16-year-old kid. Like, what kind of respect are you garnering in the classroom when you're trying to dress just like your students? I don't know. Bring professionalism back to teachers is what I say. Anyway, parents deserve to know what's going on in their children's life, right? That, I think, to argue against that is insane, but that's exactly what Naheed Nenshi and the NDP like to do on a daily basis. They like to tell you that Danielle Smith is hurting the kids, right? It's Marxism. Marxism is literally telling you one thing while you're the person literally doing it, you know? Hey, they're doing that over there, except it's really us doing it over here. And that's what Marxism is all about. And that's what Naheed Nenshi and the liberals are doing. They want the nuclear family to be completely separated. They don't want faith in your home. And if you have faith in your home, they're going to do everything in their power to take that and self-destruct it in the school system. If your child has good self-esteem and good self-confidence and they go into school, they're going to do everything they can to break that down, because with self-esteem and self-confidence becomes leadership. And when you have leadership, you start asking questions. And when you start asking questions, you're no longer a sheep. And when you're no longer a sheep, you stand out against them. And when you stand out against them, they cancel you. Right? That's their only thing. And that's how we have decided that we are over the target when it comes down to teachers. Like, teachers have sure spent a lot of time and energy. A lot of time and energy. And what I want to do here, folks, is if I may, if you guys are going to allow me, let me see if I can find it. Stand by. I don't think I can find it. There it is. I want to read to you. Maybe I'll be able to put it up onto the screen. Yeah, hopefully I can put this up onto the screen. Why is it doing that? Where is it? You're not prepared, Berta Proud Dad, because I wasn't going to talk about this. Thank you so much for saying. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let me try to get this into my phone here. There it is. Select. We're going to bring this, and we're going to bring this. We're going to airdrop it. We're going to put it to the laptop. There she be. We're going to put it in here. Bear with me, folks. Okay. I believe this, yes. So this is sent out to the ATA today. And we're going to talk about it. So, in late October 2025, the Alberta government introduced Bill 2, the Back to School Act, ending a 22-day teacher strike and imposing a legislated central terms 2024 to 2028. The passage of the bill was historic, as it was first time the Alberta government invoked the extremely controversial notwithstanding clause. The Alberta Teachers Association has launched a legal challenge to the bill. Of course they have. In the coming weeks, teachers may be approached by members of their community to explain what the bill means, how it came about, and the long-term ramifications of such a complicated and unprecedented move by the government. To answer some of the most difficult questions, a document has been produced that will help guide members through their response. Of course, a document's been produced. In addition, the Alberta government is set to introduce another problematic bill, Bill 9, which we just spoke about, giving rights back to parents. I want you to remember this. The Protecting Alberta Children's Statutes Amendment Act, which will restrict the answer some of the more difficult questions. A document has been produced. In addition, the Alberta government is set to introduce, I got to put the other one up, Bill 9, the Protecting Alberta Children's Statutes Amendment Act 2025, which will restrict the use of pronouns in schools and female eligibility in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say that again. Will restrict the use of pronouns in schools and female eligibility in sports. False. False. It'll restrict the use of any child at any time saying that they're a they, them, that they're a zeng, zang, that they're a she when they're a he. It'll stop the confusion. Okay? And then female eligibility in sports is you're not allowed to be a boy and then play girls' sports. You see what I'm saying here? And I get this comment all the time. I get this comment all the time from teachers. Teachers have been saying it. If we had the power to indoctrinate kids, don't you think kids would be better behaved? If we don't even have the power to indoctrinate, we follow the curriculum. State in the curriculum where the ATA is talking about allowing boys in sports or pronouns in school. Can we talk about that one? Because no, you guys don't teach the curriculum. You guys spend time teaching your version of the curriculum and mix it with your ideology and belief system. And I don't know what else to say to you. We're fucking done with you. As parents in this province, we are done. Nobody supports you. You don't have the support for that. You have the support to go to work, to your job, and let us do the parenting. That's what you have the support with. We're not doing this with you anymore. We're done. We're done. So it's called education, not indoctrination. That's all we're asking you to do. So if you weren't indoctrinating kids in schools, your union wouldn't have to put publications like this out. Okay? Basically proving to us yet again, thanks, Jason Schilling. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you that you're indoctrinating children in schools. And if we have to do it enough, and I've shown this a lot on the channel, get ready to make your screenshots, guys. Get ready. Let's go back to what the ATA actually did. Let's go back to what they've actually done. This is a vote by the ATA, and it reads, and I quote, "Be it resolved that the association's default assumption be that the parent-child relationship is paramount and sacred, and that teachers will neither interfere nor undermine that relationship," and that vote was lost. Lost. So they don't want you to have rights. They don't think your relationship with your child is paramount. They think they're more important than you, the parent, yet they are feeding this rhetoric and this garbage down your child's throat and tarnishing their most vulnerable years for their gain. They're sick. They are sick. And not every teacher. There's teachers, like I said, want to go to work, want to do their jobs, just want to be left alone. They're scared. They're scared to speak out. They're scared of what might happen if they say no. And I want to tell you, teachers, we're here for you. We're here for you. It's crazy. We live in a crazy world. We live in a crazy world. And to be honest, I'm just sick and tired. Like, I'm sick and tired of teachers that are the woke, indoctrinated ones that are trying to manipulate my comment sections and trying to actually tell people that this shit is not happening in schools. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. Ashamed of you, because it's almost like they don't think the internet exists, right? That we can't go out and find tons of evidence where you guys are wrong, where you know damn well you're indoctrinating kids. You have no place in the family value system. In my my home, we are a Christian valued home. And there's going to be lots of comments, say something. Oh, love your Sky Daddy, that's your opinion. You're allowed to have it. I'm not coming into your home and telling you how to raise your children. I'm not. I'm telling you how I raise my children. And that is with Christian values and beliefs. That's what we do in this home. So what doesn't get to happen is my child go to school and have those Christian values and beliefs ripped away from them because of some moronic woke teacher. That doesn't get to happen. And we're not going to let that happen. And that's where we're done. That's why Danielle Smith coming out with this bill today. It is to protect the child. It is to protect the children. And she would have never, ever had to come out with a bill like this if the ATA wasn't doing shit like this, having literal votes. Because the ATA likes to come out and say, Danielle Smith used the notwithstanding clause. They sent this back to work. You guys literally had a vote where you could have said the relationship with the parent and the child is paramount and sacred. And you said, no, it isn't. And you expect us to feel sorry for you? You expect us to care about you? No. That doesn't happen. If they have to have votes like this, they already know what they're doing is wrong. They already know that there's an agenda in place. And many of you parents, I can guarantee you, if you haven't watched the 13 videos I did on it or the live streams, you don't even know that existed. You don't even know that video or that vote was out there. It absolutely was. Let's be honest. Are there kids that have identity crisis and identity issues? 100%. 100% there is. Are there mental health issues amongst youth? 100%. I just don't think that our school system is capable of dealing with it when a good 55 to 60% of your teachers in this province are mentally unhinged themselves. And we've seen it. We've seen it. And if you're a teacher out there today and you're watching this or you're watching the replay, you see it too. And you're one of those ones that are not wanting to speak out. You're afraid to lose your job. You don't even want to be part of this union. You see the politics that are being played. You see Mrs. Whatever across the room wearing all of her garb and pushing her agenda, and you just want to say something, but you can't, because if you say something, no matter what direction you go in, there's somebody going to attack you because of your values and beliefs. That's why we take all values and beliefs out of the school system. We teach respect, we teach academics, and we worry about the value and belief system in the home. That's it. And what's so hard about this is what I don't understand with the Jason Schillings of the world, right? What is so hard to get through to your thick, bald head? And yeah, his thick, bald head, because we've been talking about this for over 5 weeks now. The guy just can't comprehend that we don't want you, bro. We don't want you in the school system. We don't want you to be the leader of the ATA. We think, honestly, you're a failure to the union because you're clearly pushing your directive with Janice Irwin. Janice Irwin's not a respectable human being. She's not. Everything about her value and belief system is who she's attracted to. How is that even a thing? Like, Janice, we get it. You're a lesbian. Okay, cool, man. You don't have to make it every part of your being. You don't have to make it everything. You know, I know tons of conservative lesbian couples, tons of conservative gay couples. And you want to know what they do? They live their life. It's not about that. Some of these people are raising families. Some people are raising families and they're enjoying raising their family. And you know what? They're not pushing this shit on their kids. And their kids are going to grow up and be what they're going to be, just like my kids grow up and be what they're going to be, your kids as well. It just seems that in order to push this narrative, they had to put it into young, impressionable minds. And that's why when Danielle Smith comes out today, like she did, and she's doing what she's doing, and she's protecting the kids, and now Naheed Nancy's going to come out and say, she's not protecting kids. We need to keep the children away from the freaks. It's time to do that. It's time to keep the kids away from these fucking freaks, because they've shown me over the past 5 weeks that they don't care about the kids. There's been so many things that have come out, so many publications about this teacher strike, recall legislation to the teacher strike. And nobody's even mentioning the kids anymore. Nobody wants to talk about the children. Why? Isn't the whole education system designed for the kids? So I'm not going to stop. And a lot of you guys, I know you're like, oh, it's dried up, Berta Proud Dad. You keep talking about the schools. Who the fuck else is? Who else is doing this? Who else has put this much time, this much energy into it? I was just told by a very prominent news personality today on the phone in a private conversation, and hopefully they don't get mad that I said this. Nobody else out there, nobody, no other influencer, no other news organization, whether it be left wing or right wing, cares about the kids in Alberta more than Berta Proud Dad. That's literally what they told me. And they're right. There is not one other influencer, one other news organization, news personality, celebrity, and I'm not a celebrity, but I'm going to say celebrity, that actually gives a shit about children's education. I told you guys, this is the hill I'm going to die on. This is the hill I'm dying on. I am going to save the education system in this province. I want Jason Schilling fired. I want school board trustees fired. I want school boards fired. I want teachers fired. I want all of your jobs. You're woke. You're sick. You're indoctrinating our kids. I want you fired. And I'm going to go to the end of the earth. They've come at me. Why should I have any remorse for them? Why should I play so cleanly with them? They got private groups about me, private meetings about me, trying to find out where my daughter goes to school, doxing me, trying to create fake criminal charges on me, trying to create fake assault charges on me, trying to put my house out there. They got all this stuff, trying to destroy me because I'm telling the truth, because I'm coming out here and saying they're indoctrinating your children. When you drop them off at school, they're telling them they're born in the wrong body, they're putting sick shit in their head, and I'm the bad guy. No. I have a platform. My platform is large. It's larger than the ATA's. I can guarantee you that. They have 51,000 members. I have over 600,000 plus people watching me on a daily basis over multiple platforms. Sucks to be you, ATA. I'm louder than you. And you want to know why I'm louder than you? Because I actually care about the kids. You're defending an ideology. I'm defending human beings who need a voice. And that's what matters to me. It matters to me, and I will die on this hill. So I don't care. I'm going to be a thorn in your side. I'm going to be a prick in your ass. I am going to hold you accountable because you guys have shown me I'm exactly where I need to be over the target. There's no way you would be putting this much effort into a smear campaign against me if you weren't guilty of something. And the last thing you want is to be exposed for your dirty little tricks. And that's exactly what we're doing. Right now, there's a whole team of individuals looking for connections between the ATA and the NDP and the public service unions, and third-party advertisers and teachers with other teachers, and teachers posting on school time, and teachers and everything that they're talking about in their private groups, inappropriate things, and we're cross-referencing it to the code of conduct, not only at the ATA level, but the school board level. We're looking at every ATA member, we're looking at every ATA employee, and we are going to find you. And when we do find you, we're going to make examples out of you because you are employees that represent our children. And if you guys are cancer, you're spreading it to them, and we have to fix it. Thank you very much. That's how we're going to do it. And I don't care. Come at me with everything you have. Send me a lawsuit. Say I said something wrong. That is going to get 1 million, 2 million, 3 million views all day. You guys can do whatever you want because at the end of the day, people and real parents with values and belief systems and want what's best for their children are going to stand with me. They're not going to stand with you. What you have standing with you are sheep, people who are woke, indoctrinated, and just as sick as you, who are trying to tarnish the young minds of this province, and I'm finished with it. I am finished with it. So good luck in the fight. because I can tell you, no matter where I go in this province till this day, I can sit at a booth in a restaurant, I can be in the Walmart parking lot, I'd be gassing up my pickup. I'm shaking hands with people and they're thanking me for the work I'm doing for the children of this province. That little could be said for you. You are not getting phone calls at the ATA. You're not getting phone calls as a teacher. You can lie and scream and whine and kick about it, but I can guarantee you nobody's coming up to you in Walmart saying, thank you very much for indoctrinating our children. And here we are. Here we are. So yes, I'm going to continue to be passionate about it. I put a post out probably a week and a half ago when I said, if you're tired of me talking about teachers, hit the unfollow button. And I promise you, I'm going to keep talking about teachers and I'm going to keep protecting the students, because if you don't like that, you got to unfollow, because we're not stopping. The kids need a voice. The kids need a huge voice, and I am the voice. And if it seems like I'm going on a rant, I am going on a rant, because it means something to me. These kids are our futures. I was talking to somebody today. I was talking to somebody, it doesn't matter who they are. And, I said, the kids are the future. They matter. They matter to me. They matter to you. And these are going to be our politicians in the future. These are going to be our representatives. These are going to be people making the decisions on our behalf when we're too old for it. Why can't we set a solid stage, a solid foundation for them so they have an opportunity to thrive? And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with the whole situation. So if you're a teacher out there, I feel sorry for you, because like I said, it's not just me. I got a whole team of people, and they're very skilled at what they do. And they're looking now because of everything you did. I guess you guys fucked up. This is what I'm going to tell the teachers where they fucked up. When you guys started looking where my daughter went to school, you guys crossed the line. You crossed the fucking line. And now I'm more committed than ever. The ones that should be fired will be fired. Yep. Now we'll go to the chat. Go to the chat for a bit. John, your rant is revving up more and more. More and more parents, and they're starting to stand loud and proud with you. Absolutely, they are. 100%. They're coming up to myself and my wife in stores, in parking lots, in restaurants. We're shaking hands every time we go out, and people are saying thank you to us. Keep on going, Berta Proud Dad. We need more people like you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. And that's the thing, though. I know that this is an unpopular opinion. I know it is. And I know influencers don't want to touch it. And I don't know why. Are people literally that scared to stand up for kids? Like, here's my question to everybody out there, and answer me in the chat. Are you scared of teachers? Are you scared of the Janice Irwins of the world? Right? Colby Culbertson. Anybody want to say something to Colby or Kobe on YouTube? You're committed to whatever will sell swag. Buddy, it's a company. Berta Proud Enterprises, Inc. It's an actual company. So like you wear Nike, I sell Berta Proud stuff, right? It's an actual organization in a company. Do you kick people all the time when they're trying to better themselves? Is that what you do? Or are you just one of those guys who's like, no, you got to support multi-million-dollar businesses. You can't just support those other small businesses. Right, Kobe? We appreciate you. And because of that, because you just said that, tons of people are going to go buy my stuff. You guys never learn, man. You guys never learn. I can guarantee you. It's all about the hate, right? They're like, we're gonna make fun of this guy for selling merch. You're against clothing, bro? Go back to your NDP sick party, right, John? Yeah. About as scared as them as the grocery store checkout people. I love that. That's fucking awesome. Hell no. I'm scared of my wife only when she's mad. Yes, I could get on board with that. Keep up the hard work. Conservatives all the way. Perfect. I agree with you. But yeah, no, it's something that we need to talk about as parents, and I'm not going to get quiet on it. The minute we get quiet on it is the minute they win, right? We all need to stand with you. These kids are our future. Data to 100%, Robert. 100%. It's called jealousy. They want to be your making it happen. Yeah, absolutely. Come and see me at Mitsubishi Barlow. Big fan. Awesome. I don't know if I ever have to go to Mitsubishi on Barlow. Are you okay? If I go to Mitsubishi on Barlow, what's the best Mitsubishi vehicle? Can I take it for a test drive? And can I go fast with it? That's my question. Denise, I just ordered some hoodies from Brother Proud Dad, and I can't wait to get it so I can wear it out in public. Let's go, Denise. You know what? The more times I go out in public now, I'm seeing my stuff every day. Every day. I go out now, I see somebody with a hat, a hoodie, a t-shirt, or I'll see a bumper sticker or decal or something. It's awesome. Outlander, and yes, perfect. You and I are going to meet. We're going to go for a test drive. It's going to be awesome. We stand with you and the children. I agree. The kids are our future. Absolutely, Don. They absolutely are. And you're not wrong. Children are the future. And that's why we're standing up for it. It's funny how the NDP, like, if you've seen what their new thing is, call an election now. They got to be careful for what they wish for. Because if an election was called today, the NDP still loses. And we don't have to have an election for 4 more years. Like, this is how delusional they actually are. They actually think that Albertans support them. Right? They actually think, and don't be wrong, there's Albertans to support them. They got what, 28 seats, I think? Is it 28? Yeah. Oh, what does this even mean? I voted for Smith, but she still panders to foreign power. Well, we don't sell our product to ourselves, so I don't know what that comment means. Canada is in this state because people being passive, not using their voices, not standing up for they truly believe in, not defend someone else. Got to keep loud about this. Only tip. You're right, Jamie. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely correct. Yes, thank you for doing what you're doing for our kids. Thanks, Yvonne. I appreciate that. God is exposing everything to us. We are children's advocates. I will do anything for our kids. Hallelujah. Absolutely. We are. Advocate for all kids. And this is what I say. Just because your child might be in a school where this stuff's not happening, it doesn't mean there's not schools out there where this stuff is happening, right? So do something about it. Speak up about it. Go to your school board meetings. Talk to your principals. Because at the end of the day, we have to do something about this. And you can't let these woke if you've seen these woke teachers, they're dangerous because they're professional victims. Anything you do, I can only imagine if I walked up to one of these teachers and I literally spoke to them like I did on this live stream and said, you're a woke piece of shit and you're indoctrinating kids. They'd be on the phone to 911 as a victim so quick, it wouldn't even be fun. This guy is following me and he almost hit me. They're those people, right? Even though all you did was point at them. That's literally what they are. NDP has no money. This shouldn't even be a party. Great job. Thanks, Paul. Paulo. I've always not liked most teachers. I think they're better than ours, but recently bottom feeders. Yeah. You know what? There's teachers I like. There's awesome teachers out there, but they're a minority. They're no longer a majority. And we have to do something about that. And we're going to. We're going to. I don't care if it takes me 10 years. And I'm going to do little trophies for when we get a teacher fired. People are going to think that that's like pretty bad, but hey, man, at the end of the day, so the left went so low to get me fired, right? And I don't teach kids. I wasn't doing anything except having a political opinion online. So I don't really have any remorse for them who are actually doing shit to kids. I don't, right? I got fired as an equipment operator for saying Justin Trudeau is a piece of shit. So I don't have remorse for teachers who are indoctrinating their kids. I don't. Let's be honest. They're going to do what they're going to do. They're going to come after me the way they're going to come after me. And like I said earlier, the minute they had threads trying to figure out where my daughter goes to school, I went nuclear. Every little ounce of caring about them that I might have had left went out the window. Went out the window. So I guess this is an open thing. If you want me to shut up about teachers, you're gonna have to get physical with me. That's all I gotta say. And the chances of that happening are 0%. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys for being here. It's been great. Oh, we got to do this. I have to do this because there's only 2 days left. The Hal Carney stole Christmas shirts. 2 days left. They're off on Thursday. I'm pulling them off the website. That's to ensure everybody gets them for their Christmas parties. For the people who got them for their whole family and are doing Christmas cards with them, we love that. You guys are amazing. We want to see the photo, though. Tag me in the photo of your Christmas card. Go get them, guys. They're only for sale for 2 more days. Anything on the website over $100, use promo code UNITY to save some cash. And we just appreciate all the love and support you guys give us. BertaProudDad.com. Go check it out. There's something there for everybody. Have a great night, everybody.